Hello and welcome to Game Trailer Autopsy, where we dissect the trailers of upcoming games. Today we're gonna do a weird game. It's called DokeV. I'm here with my friend Prollynotparis for this episode, and we are gonna look at a 2-year-old trailer from Gamescom.
I got an established developer. It's been a while, but
Yep.
this is one of the projects, so should be coming up soon.
Have you played Black Desert Online?
No, I've heard of it, but I've never actually played it or know enough about it. I do like MMOs, but I was more into RuneScape. I dabbled a little bit in Warcraft, but a couple of the next
Okay, so you
games
played
too.
a little bit of MMO style games.
Yeah, I could go down the list. Yeah, like Flight, a couple of them. It's a lot. I'd like to try them for sure, but.
Then let's start and watch this DokeV trailer that came out 2 years ago and see what the game looks like. So we start with the actual in-game and gameplay footage work in progress. So this is supposed to be in-game gameplay footage. Let's see.
Subject change though.
So Prollynotparis. First off, this looks like a weird cutscene.
One thing about MMOs is like the social aspect of it, right? Where you can express and interact with other players. But I wonder if this is like specifically for kids, or is this just like a cutscene kind of thing? Yeah, I don't know. I was like, even your main character is more like a kid, right? Kind of like Pokemon age.
This is supposed to be gameplay, so it seems like you are able to like drive a bike around, jump with a bike. This looks really good. The graphics. Now we're on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Seems like the skateboard is like your car. Oh my god.
Okay, now we got flying.
Jump and now
gliding.
Flying around like he's in Zelda or something.
Oh, you can jump up. Oh, okay.
Again, yeah, while in the air.
Okay.
So now I think we are entering a battle scene.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, in the city too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and a lot of effects everywhere. The particle effects are out of this world.
Yeah, it's a lot actually.
Looks like different huge weapons. Big enemies.
Lots of effects and how well optimized is it, you know? Like, there's a lot going on for a computer to handle, bro. I see. Yeah. It looks like the dome is like your fighting area, and it's like it's a fog that swirls pretty. Man, this world is beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
It looks like it's geared towards maybe like middle schoolers, like the Roblox age. You know what I mean? Like the Roblox gamers.
I feel like it looks like it's targeting like a Pokemon kind of audience. Young Pokemon audience.
Do those kids have computers this strong?
I don't know, but this is gonna be on consoles too, I think.
Nice. Okay, looks like you have like little social events you can take part of. Like.
Okay, so how they move on the board feels weird. Like, I don't see how you can do that while in gameplay.
It might just be an animation.
Oh, now you have like rollerblades too.
And that's probably the start of the fight, yeah?
Yeah. So he's loading his equipment or something.
Was that a special?
Yeah, now he's doing a charge attack.
It's the hammer we saw from before, but it had an extra bit of something in it.
Oh shoot, he can also fly and shoot. Now he's got a
Bad Rainbow.
bazooka.
Sick. There's so much going on.
There's so much. What? Now he's Spider-Man.
That's pretty clean. I like that.
The movements seem out of this world. Like the freedom of just going anywhere seems ridiculous. Look at this.
I like the concept of being like an aerial DPS in an MMO, you know? Like you're flying around avoiding things, dealing with aerial enemies. Donuts. Oh, can you take over and do slideshows?
What?
Never mind. You know, she was doing a donut, right? So you like probably get like a bunch of players together and then like
they all
do a slideshow. Yeah. You take over a part of the street and then eventually a random encounter happens, the cops show up.
What is going on?
Special attack. Cutscene. This all again looks like a bit much, you know what I mean?
You have like helpers. You see like the thing on her right, like it looks like you have companions like Pokemon, but for most of what we saw in the combat, looks like your main character is the one that is actually fighting. With the big hammer we saw and everything.
Yeah, like you were doing most of the work, right?
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden these guys are coming in, it's like a summon, and now they're gone. Or nope, now they're there. Bro's dancing?
Okay, now no, he's just being a Ghostbuster. Look at this. Look,
Wait a minute.
Ghostbuster.
Yeah, that's the main character doing it, and like the elephant dude is cheering you on. He's like, yeah, get in there.
Yeah. Oh, so you're like going into a separate world away from reality. DokeV, so that's DokeV for you.
Yeah, I wonder.
Personally, look, I'm not really knowledgeable about MMOs at all. So I wouldn't be like comfortable putting my opinion on like a rating on this game, but from the graphics alone I'd be ready to give it a try for sure. And just the freedom of movement seems so nice and fluid, and how you can go around the city. I feel like this is just real good. For the kid thing, I don't know if I'm gonna be the target audience for that, but yeah, for me it looks like a good game that I would like to try just for seeing the world. What about you?
I would say it looks like a really good game. It hits on all of the points that make an MMO good, right? You got the social aspect, you got the customization, you got the interaction, you got like how you can interact with other players, you can see them moving and everything, right? How they do things. You have objectives, you can come together and beat like a giant raid boss, you know, like you can customize your style. You don't have to just do it one way, you can do this, you can do that, blah, 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 right? It does look a little bit ambitious though. With like, I foresee like hardware issues. You got multiple different players coming in too. You're relying on other people, and the target audience is like the younger kids. And Roblox is really successful because you can play it on like a laptop, like any laptop.
Yeah, it's very
Whole
basic
issue
graphics.
laptop. Yeah. So I wonder. I don't know. It just seems a little bit ambitious to me, but it would be a really cool concept. I do like the boss fights, how they were flying in the air, the visuals. How when you smack a boss with something like a water-based attack, it gives you like this giant rainbow as like a reward. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, but I don't think I'm the target audience either. Even Fortnite feels a little bit too childish sometimes.
And the effects were crazy, dude. Like the particle effects when like he was doing a special attacks, like it was really crazy. And you saw also like capturing some beast and putting him in the card or something. I feel like this is gonna have like some Pokemon style, but I agree with you with the scale of the graphics too. You don't see MMOs going for high graphics because you need a lot of people in the same place and stuff. You can see it like in a game like Final Fantasy 14. Like they don't go with like the biggest graphics, they go for an MMO like lower tier graphics. But they are the devs of Black Desert Online, which is one of the best looking MMO out there. So I think they just proud themselves on doing MMOs that are looking great. I just don't know if the gameplay and the content is gonna follow, because as we've seen, it looks like one big city. We don't see any other different environments. Maybe it's a little small on the content wise, we don't know yet. So I'm very interested in this project, but I wouldn't put a rating on it just because I'm not used to playing MMOs at all. So yeah, if you had to put a number on it, would you try it?
Nah, not right now. I didn't see anything that had to do with, like, for instance, there was one that really stood out to me. The fight with like a big ball, kind of like a sand shrew type dude,
Yeah.
rolling up, and he started like knocking things all over the place. There was no like clear direction. You know, like typically MMOs would give me like, dodge the red circle, bro. And like I didn't see that. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the skill ceiling, what the progression is going to look like, or if it's, you know what I mean? So like we'll see. I haven't played Black Desert, so I'm not sure how they do their combat, or how they do their balancing. But yeah,
for me, it felt like more of a single player looking game than an MMO. That's what's weird about this game. Like when you see the battle, it's like you and some monsters. Like, what is the tank or the spellcaster? Or in a MMO usually you have like a formation. You have like your DPS, your mage, and your tanks. Like, I don't know how it's gonna work in this game. It's pretty weird. But
I would appreciate that, actually. Like to have a companion, because like I don't like if you play an MMO, one that's kind of, let's say you missed the train just like slightly, and everybody's at like in-level content, they're releasing updates and everything, and you're at mid-level content and you're trying to get a party together to do this mid-level raid that nobody else is doing, right?
Yeah, they're all past this point.
Mm-hmm. So like, I mean, we like AI can step up. I mean, we know it can. So like, if you can create a companion that is less effective than a player, of course, but it still helps you get through it, I think that'd be pretty.
And also, I feel like with the target audience, if they want this to be a MMORPG for younger people, I feel like simplicity has a lot to bring to the table. You don't want kids to be lost or anything. Like, you want it to be accessible. So maybe it's gonna be like very accessible, like MMO style thing.
Maybe some of these kids are pretty incredible, to be honest with you. It's actually pretty crazy if you like, some of the games they play in Roblox, or like some of the games that's available in Fortnite, like all those creative modes, like you can make your own games and everything. When those kids spend hours and days in there, dude, like they come up with some pretty insane stuff. It's actually pretty bonkers.
Yeah, I've never seen. I should look at Roblox a little. So this
Roblox itself is like a platform. You'll find many different things on there.
So this is it for DokeV. Please like and subscribe if you like the content, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Like and subscribe.